What we'll do, we'll stay here now for the game at Lord's in my first Test match in 1975, which was a marvellous game for me, of a man of 33 years of age. I thought my chance of Test cricket had gone by. Tony Greig was captain. In Greig, he was the one who picked me. 10 for 1, Woody's out, I'm in. And the trouble is, I got lost in the pavilion, which takes some doing, but I did it. I went down one flight too many. I nearly went into the toilets down at the bottom. And the doorman says, you better get up there, he said. And so I went up another flight and I went through the long room. And I must have been 4 minutes, which is, of course, late to get in. They could have given me out. But I got there and I floated out to the wicket. I had a lot of abuse from the Australians, of course, right, for being late or what. It was a good wicket.
It's a good shot. Off the mark, 4 runs. Another good shot. He kept that down very well. Umpire Ali signals 4 and STEELE goes on now to 9. 2 good strokes off shortish deliveries from Dennis Lillee by David STEELE. That's well bowled. It reached the second wicket down to Dennis Lillee again. 2 breakthroughs this morning for Dennis Lillee. 29 for 2 England.
Bill Ali was the umpire. And Dennis Amiss came out at number 4 and he had all this kit on and everything, and Bill Ali said to me, is Dennis putting weight on? He said, he looks rather heavy. I said, well, you should see what he's got on underneath, Bill. I said, he's got a suit of armour under there. He said, yes, he looks a bit lumpy.
And he's given him out, and that's the 3rd one to Bill Ali, and Amiss has gone again for yet another nought, and Lillee is the man who's done the damage.
4th ball, he got out leg before, below the kneecap. So Bill gave him out. He said, I don't know how big he is, he said, but he's still got to go.
Sorry sight for English supporters. Wood, Edrich, Amiss, all gone, all in the identical manner, LBW to Dennis Lillee, and no doubt at all, every one of them looking absolutely plumb. Well, he gets his run, he gets off the mark, off the no ball. So, big sigh of relief, I'm quite sure, there from Graham Gooch. His first run against Australia, remember, he bagged up there, he's got a little grin there, and I'm sure a work from friendly Bill Ali, the umpire there. Oh, fine shot. What a great shot there by Dennis STEELE. That's the way to play the bouncer. In position beautifully, that's the 3rd time he's hooked him away. This boy is not frightened. A great shot to Dennis STEELE.
Well, this is what I think English batsmen have been waiting for, all England have been waiting for. The bouncer, and look how beautifully he gets behind it and dispatches it to the square leg boundary.
I think probably expected by quite a number of people. It's well played too. Pushed away square on the offside. The ball running away down this fast outfield, and that's 4 more. And that's it, caught behind. Little snick heard all over the ground here. Dennis Lillee claims his 4th victim.
49 for 4. And in came the skipper, Tony Greig, and he played a wonderful innings, a captain's innings. It couldn't have been better for him. And as a new boy to the Test scene, it was great to stay with him.
And this great optimist couldn't ever have thought on a wicket like this that he'd be coming into bat with a score on 49 for 4.
It's a good shot. It's in the air, but it's well away from Lillee and firmly struck away to the far end of the ground. Thompson not quite getting away on his right-hand side far enough, and it's 4 runs. Very quick down that slope.
I mean, what I did notice about Test cricket was that the wickets were so good. I mean, this Lord's wicket was a beautiful wicket. It certainly does help if you're facing Lillee and Thompson. 2 marvellous bowlers. Dennis, of course, was the consistent bowler, always line and length, but with Thompson, you never know with Thompson what was going on, whether he's going to bowl slowish, medium, or he's going to let it go. His run-up was never really in rhythm.
Lilly again to Tony Greig. Well played, standing up pretty straight and driving it on the up to 4, square on the offside. Pushed out in the covers, and that's the 50 partnership. Ross Edwards fields. A very determined looking England captain. Now Steele facing Lilly. Hits in beautifully off the back foot for 4 runs down the hill on a very fast outfield. The 100 up. Lilly again to Steele. He hooks in for 4, and the crowd really enjoying this. Lilly dispatched for 4, a bad ball. Lilly again to Greig. Pushing that away through the open space in front of square, and I think it's got enough run on it for 4.
There's a big gap. Half volley beautifully driven by Greig. Ross Edwards a long chaser, and the ball gathering pace the whole time, through for 4 more. And that's flicked away to deep long leg. Greig will be looking for the second. He's hurrying, he's coming back, and there he comes. Great long legs, bringing him through to a really excellent 50. He really has taken some of this Australian bowling by the scruff of the neck. He's got through to 50 in only 86 minutes when England were in a lot of trouble. Although it's an old cliche, a real captain's innings here. Oh, it's a great shot. Cut away through the slips, no third man, nobody bothering to chase it. Speeding through for yet another boundary. His 9th. David Steele on 49. David Steele going through to his 50, hammering that off the back foot through to mid-wicket. And what a great performance this has been from David Steele of Northamptonshire. The cricketer's choice, really, for a place in this test side, and how well he's merited his inclusion. Battled against adversity from the moment he came in, and he's made 50 out of 143 for 4. He's bowling. So Thompson breaking through, beating David Steele there with that extra little bit of pace. And that fairly hurried through. So the end of a remarkably good innings in his first test match by David Steele. Pulled England out of trouble, scored a really excellent 50. And this big Lord's crowd rising to him. They appreciate the display of guts and determination that we've seen here by David Steele today.
The Lord's Test match for me was great. We showed that after the 74 series in Australia that we could still play. We drew the Test match at Lord's, and we went to Headingley then with, I think, with a lot more confidence.